Hey guys, here are two ways to change your footage from log to Rec 709. So here we have some red footage and it's looking pretty flat. It's looking the way that red sees the image. So what we want to do is we want to normalize this image. So first things first, we're going to go into our raw panel. We're going to go to project, and I love working in the IPP2 color space. To me, it's the best looking color space that red has. So we're going to go to IPP2, color space, red, white, gamut, gamma curve, log 3G10. Now, let's go to our color wheels and quick tutorial on scopes. Scopes are very important. They tell you where your highlights are sitting and they tell you where your shadows are sitting. What we want to do is we want to stretch this information out to where it highlights gets closer to 1023 and the shadows gets closer to 0. So first things first, let's go to our log panel and we're gonna grab our offset, and as you see, as I move this upset wheel up, the information in the image gets brighter. What we want to do is we want to move it up to where it gets to the middle. So right now it's at the middle and I'm kind of liking that spot. Now after we move our offset up, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the contrast slider and we're going to add some contrast. As we add contrast, you can see that the image is stretching out, which is what we want. Now let's keep going. You're going to do that until it looks good. So that looks pretty good to me. Now we want to go to our shadow slider and we want to bring the shadows closer to 0. Okay. And we want to bring our highlights up. We don't want to bring our highlights all the way up to 1023. Just want it to be pretty close. That looks pretty good. Here's our before. Here's our after. Okay. So now looking at this image, it tells me that we need a little bit of saturation. So let's go to our saturation slider and we're just going to add some saturation. Not too much. That looks pretty nice. On, off. Yeah, and just like that, you can convert your log footage to Rec 709. I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna show you my favorite way. We're gonna go to Effects, Color Space Transform. Go into Color Space Transform. We're gonna look for Input Color Space. We're gonna find red, white, gamut. For input gamma, we're gonna go down to red log 3G10, and as you can see, it's changing already. And then for output color space, we're gonna look for Rec 709 because that's where we want to be, and we're gonna go look for, and for the gamma output, we're gonna look for gamma 2.4. Now, as we zoom into this, you can see that the image is pretty close to where we want it to be. I think it can use some contrast, so we're gonna add another node and we're just gonna add some contrast, keeping our eyes on the shadows and the highlights. And as I move this contrast slider up, I'm just gonna move the offset up and we're just gonna move all the information to the top, add a little bit more contrast, and the pivot slider helps you set that contrast to where you really want it to be. So I think I like this right here. Okay, let's just see the before and after, and there you have it. Nice, quick, easy way to change your log footage to Rec 709 and get the project done. Just want to say thank you guys for watching. Comment down below if you have any questions or you want me to do any tutorials on color grading, color correction, you name it. I'm here to help you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.